Hi there, this is Desdell in the Antonius room. Now, I'm going to show you how to play a 4.2 Assassination Rogue. Okay, first we're going to look at the spec. We are specking in Assassination, of course. Now, the first points you put in are 3 in Coup de Grace, 3 in Lethality, 3 in Ruthlessness, 2 in Quickening, 3 in Puncturing Wounds, 1 in Cold Blood, 3 in Vile Poisons, 1 in Deadened Nerves, 2 in Seal Fate, 2 in Murderous Intent, 1 in Overkill, 1 in Master Poisoner, 3 in Cut to the Chase, 2 in Venomous Wounds, and 1 in Vendetta. After that, after you spec an Assassination, your last specs, Combat and Subtlety, should open up. And you put 2 in Precision in Combat, 2 in Night Stalker in Subtlety, 3 in Relentless Strikes in Subtlety, 3 in Opportunity in Subtlety. Now that should be your talent tree for an Assassination run. Now your glyphs, you should have a Glyph of Mutilate in your Prime, a Glyph of Backstab in your Prime, and a Glyph of Rupster in your Prime. For your major, you put a Glyph of Fan of Knives, Glyph of Sprint, and Glyph of Tricks of the Trade. Your minors don't necessarily mean too much, so put whatever you want in your minors. But for me, I have Glyph of Poisons, Glyph of Blurred Speed, and Glyph of Safe Fall. Alright, now let's look at the gear. Now, for the gear, you don't want any crit on your gear. You want to reforge as much as you can out of that, because crit does nothing for a rogue anymore. You need to first have hit, mastery, then haste. Your hit cap should be around 1,322. Your mastery should be about, actually, like at 1,140. And your haste max should be about 900. Now, I know mine don't match up, but that's because I'm still working on getting gear. Alright, now, for the gems, we're going to look at the helm first. For my helmet, I have 1 Agile Shadow Spear diamond, 1 Glinting Demon's Eye, and then for my shoulders, I have 1 Delicate Inferno Ruby. For my chest, I have 1 Delicate Inferno Ruby. For my hands, I have 1 Delicate Inferno Ruby. For my belt, I have 2 Delicate Inferno Rubies. As you can see, these Delicate Inferno Rubies are giving me agility, and agility is a big thing for rogues. And then, for my leggings, you want to have 1 Adept Ember Topaz and 1 Glinting Demon's Eye. And that should be the gems of your gear. Now, when it comes to weapons, some people get mixed up because there are daggers that way where speed is about 2. No, you want a dagger in your main hand to have a speed of 1.80 and your offhand to be 1.40. Also, for your enchantings for your weapon, you must have Landslide. This gives you an attack power boost of 2,000. Alright, now I already have my poisons on, but for your main hand, you want instant poison. For your offhand, you want deadly poison. For your thrown weapon, you can either have wound poison or crippling poison, depending on what you need to do. Okay, now, when it comes down to a fight, if you need to sap something, you need to sap something. So, sap, what it does is it knocks an enemy unconscious for about 1 minute. Unless you spec some crazy way, which is not this way, it would be 2 minutes. And if your sap runs out and nobody can seem to want to get off their lazy asses and go make someone unconscious or polymorph them, you go put blind on the target, and it will cause him. It's basically like sap, but it's rogues have too. But you must be at least 15 yards away. Alright, so here's the fight. You want to start out with Garrett. Garrett will silence an enemy for 3 seconds and damages them for about 6,948 damage over 18 seconds. This will award 1 combo point. So let's start off with a Garrett. Now, you want your combo points to be at 5, then you hit Slice and Dice. After that, you get your combo points back up to 5, and you hit Rupture. After that, you get your combo points back to 5, and you hit Envenom. Now, you should be spec properly to where if you have Cut to the Chase on, your Slice and Dice will go back up to its full 20 points when you put Envenom on. Now, depending on the fight, because some bosses have interrupts, you need to interrupt certain things, and that's using Kick. I know that seems like a big job, but all you have to do is kick. You get mad at me when sometimes I miss my interrupt. Alright, and now we're going to look at the cooldowns. What you do for a cooldown is you pop Vanish, then you Garrett him again, then you do Vendetta, Cold Blood, and for me as a troll, you use Berserker, but it depends on what your race is. And then so forth, you do it again. 5 combo points, Slice and Dice, 5 combo points, Rupture, 5 combo points, Envenom, and so forth. Now, if you don't have your full 5 poisons up, you want to use Shiv. That will put a poison up every time you use it. And once you get to 60, which I rarely use, but once you get to 60, you use Backstab. So that's why you want to be behind your target, so you can use Backstab, hence Backstab. You want to be behind your target back. Now, that's pretty much it to play a rogue. It seems pretty easy, but if you want to find out the exact talent tree, I have it right here. This is the URL right here. Now, I don't have my glyphs on there. I made a mistake of not putting those on there, but please visit this if you want to see the talent tree up close and personal. And that should be it. Tell me how well I did on this in the comments. This is my first video, and I want to see how well I did. This is Desdell, signing off.